throughout the whole night. But every time somebody walked in, where's the people? Oh, so many tables are set up, no people. He says, listen, if you would count how many people came in, out, there maybe 2,000 people came today. They get respect or no?
No.
Is there respect or no?
No. How's the respect?
The other guy had 1,000 people. This guy has 2,000 people. But what people gonna say?
Nobody there.
Nobody was there. So it says halakha, when you say shakol, you come to the king, say thank you and you leave. When you say shakol, you come to the king, you say thank you and you leave. But whenever we all say shakol together, by me saying or somebody else saying, and everybody connect to one, everybody came to the king in one shot and said thank you. This is a much respectful way. That's the berov am, adrat meilech. Got the concept?
Yes.
Very good.
And it says that it's even higher than Torah.
Yeah, and it comes out from the Gemara that is even bigger than Talmud Torah. And we always say Talmud Torah keneged kulam, and here comes out that is even bigger than that. Okay? Yes, say amen. Amen.
מי עוד? רפואה שלמה.
אבנר בן זלפה.
אמן. יאללה רבוי שלנו, let's go. וגם, אמן.
All the captured Jewish people.
Amen. Gemara says, Maseret Yoma, page 83a, state that if a person was beaten by a dog with rabies, lo alenu lo alechem, a person was beat up by a dog, I think you should sit closer to the table, by rabies, that has rabies. Rabies это собачная болезнь. I don't know how you call it in English. I mean Russian. Бешенство. Demona, yeah. Which can bring a life risk to a person. Gemara says it is forbidden to eat that dog's liver for treatment purposes.
What?
Since this is not a proven medicine. However, Rabbi Matya ben Harash permitted it.
Not kosher, it's dog's liver.
Dog's liver. If a dog has a rabies, says the Gemara, Ramatya ben Harash says, you cut off the head.
If the dog has.
If that dog, catch him, shecht him, or beat him up, doesn't matter. Take out the liver. That liver, eat. If you eat it, you'll save your life. If not, Kaddish al Israel.
It's like snake.
Why? By the way, this is the proof that our Chachamim knew about the concept of vaccine, the real deal, not a fake deal. And they knew about that where the vaccine in the body is even. That's how smart they were.
In the liver.
Which is in the liver. Why? Because the liver has the filter of all the blood and all the antibodies. How do you say that? Antibodies goes in coming out from the liver. That's how smart Chachamim were, and they said, eat the liver. Today, by the way, it's medically proven. Today,
like snake. If a snake bites us, you have to.
If the kelev has the rabies, so his body has the antibodies.
Poison of snake.
That's what Gemara says. Such a situation, person. So now, question is, can I violate eating the dog's liver? It's a sur d'oraita. Can I violate the sur d'oraita? For back in the day, it was a home remedy.
Safe life saving.
It's home remedy back in the day. Today, it's scientifically proven. But back in the day, there was no microscopical. There was no microscopical way to find out. Can you do that or no?
The human being who has got the patience, so he need to eat from the dog liver to that guy, that dog, not another dog. That same dog. Oh, the same dog.
Same dog. Catch him, kill him, take the liver out.
Rabbi, he has a good question. He
Yeah?
says, what if your wife bites you? I said, take the liver out.
Okay.
He said, why Chumo? Because she came out of her.
All jokes aside, Rambam, Paskin, ruled like the Chachamim. Sages that this is not allowed. Now, how is halacha? How is halacha? Like Chachamim or like Rab Matya ben Harash? Chachamim said you're not allowed to eat that dog's liver.
But hold on, today we don't call them.
Ramatya ben Chara says you're allowed to.
Ramatya.
Now, back in the day, it was not scientifically proven. Who should we follow? Comes Rambam, says since it's not a scientifically proven, you're not allowed to violate the Torah. It's a home remedy, babulinate and medicine. In such a case, you're not allowed to, says Rambam, to break the Torah.
Today you definitely
We
not
compare the
allowed.
laws of this dog liver case to the laws of other Torah-related isurim, prohibitions, like breaking Shabbat.
Today would be allowed because it's not.
Today it is allowed, according to all opinions, because today it is scientifically
No,
proven.
but Rabbi, they have a special shot now for rabies.
Where did they make that shot from? From that liver of the dog. That's where the antibodies
No,
are.
but
One day
over there
Rabbi
you
said
said
if you're
eating.
eating liver-
Eating is different
Eating
from
because you have, you're gonna put the antibodies in your body, and it's gonna go through the blood circulation,
Allowed to eat it. That's all.
and you're gonna get healthier.
You remember you told us who is eating liver, eating all the different things from the haya to...
That's an irregular. Here you're talking about life risk. The guy's gonna die.
No, that's not...
Да. אני דשדלי בס. Я хотел ждать. Эмиль.
Я сказал, не нужно ждать.
Потом на улице. So, Bechor, try to come earlier because you explained why.
Можно я объясню?
Yeah, Bechor.
Если бешеная собака, не дай бог, укусит,
В те времена это
времена, даже сегодняшние времена,
Да.
если нету антибиотиков, ты там в пустыне где-то, бешеная собака пришла, его надо быстро голову срезать, дыхьё ей сделать, взять джигар и покушать. Это вылечит тебя, оказывается.
Yeah, да.
But you
It's
have
not
to
a joke,
cook it,
serious.
Rabbi, you have to
Today, doctors today say it. Today.
No. Raw?
Doesn't matter, raw, doesn't matter. The point is the antibody should be in your system. Doesn't matter how. So now, what do we learn from here? We compare the laws of this dog's liver. Okay, Rabbi said, let's go. To the laws of other Torah-related isurim prohibitions, like breaking Shabbat. A dog's liver is considered unusual alternative medicine. Therefore, it is not allowed to break Shabbat to give the patient a medicine that is not proven to be effective for their condition.
Where you live? Where you live?
We are on page, again, 275, number 1, and the answer,
So
editor's note.
we don't have it then.
You don't have it?
We don't have it.
Oh.
It's finishes with prohibitions like breaking Shabbat. That's
Right, okay. Number 2, Bechavod. Read. Read.
Is one allowed to wear a chain?
So according to the Rambam, just in 2 words, according to the Rambam, a person is not allowed to break Torah law for a home remedy. Person is not allowed to break Torah law for home remedy. If it's not proven medicine by scientists, by doctors, it's considered to be a home remedy. If the doctors will not prescribe such a thing, it's considered to be home remedy. So if it is not involved with breaking any Torah laws, pожалуйста, why not? But if it is something that involves breaking Torah laws, you need to have medical proof that it will work.
Shabbat is good.
Got it? That's the Rambam's opinion. Medical says yes, you take it. Medical say no, you don't take it. Why? Because if it's not going to help, you broke Torah. You're eating this dog's liver or tam turgoy, kakota remedy. Cannot help do that. In Bukhara, some people said, I don't know if it's medical comes from. Some people used to say that if you get sick, I don't remember what they said, eat sabachny жир.
Да, да.
Or some kakot turgoy жир, не помню.
I heard about it.
Certain disease.
Certain thing that is going to cure you.
From
I'm
asthma.
not sure if it is medical proven.
From asthma. It was
Maybe
given to my
people
brother,
said
Moshe
it.
Pruitt.
Home remedy.
To my brother it was given.
Was that allowed or no? Was the person allowed to eat this sabat nizir in order to get himself healthy?
That's what.
He's getting sick.
That's what made him good, Rabbi. From
So
asthma.
is it a home remedy? It's not allowed according to the Rambam. If it is medical proven, then you're allowed to break Torah law to save a person's life. Like Pikuach Nefesh pushes away the whole Torah. Now, number 2, listen to this. Is one allowed to wear a chain with the egg of grasshoppers in the public
Не
domain?
понимаю, что за chain.
Back in the day, there was a certain chain that used to help people for medical purpose. The Gemara said they used to fall asleep because of that. Let's see. Even though it's stated in Masechet Shabbat, page 67a, that it's allowed to walk in the public domain with a necklace of a grasshopper's egg.
What's the purpose of the grasshopper's egg?
There used to be a certain that it is only because this is a proven remedy. As the Rambam and the Rashba wrote, that if the remedy was tested 3 times as proven good luck charm, it's allowed, and there is no problem of following the Amorites, the ancient Canaanite nations' pathways. That is why one is allowed to draw a lion on the golden piece to strengthen his waist, and there is no problem with following the Amorite pathways. Okay? Number 3.
What's the purpose of the egg? Why would
They used to help a person fall asleep.
Как снотворное.
No, I don't know. Sometimes energy is to
Thank God
expel.
it's not bull's eggs.
Yeah. Is one allowed to write good luck charm on Shabbat? Now, Bechor, listen to this. A person lo alenu la. The recording comes out very bad when there is a lot of talking. Try not to talk a lot. Now, listen to this. What if a person has a certain Kabbalist? The guy said, Rabbi, my father is about to go. Show Kaddish al Israel. Now, until end of Shabbat comes out 9 o'clock. He's not going to make it. Is the rabbi allowed to write down this sgula, this kamea, on Shabbat and give it to that sick guy or no?
No.
What's going to help him?
Huh?
What's going to help him?
It's not.
Writing on Shabbat, is it so? Don't write.
It's not medically proven.
This medically proven or no?
No.
So comes out that should be known, right?
What's going to help Sgula?
There are certain people who were able to wake up, dead people,
Okay.
with their writing. It is prohibited to write a good luck charm, like a kamea, on Shabbat, unless it is proven 3 times to work.
Hazaka.
And someone has a life risk and needs it that day. On the scribe, or the scribe healed sick people 3 times with it. So either the guy is known to be the Kabbalist, the rabbi, whoever it is, then is known to be this person. You go to him, he writes to you something. 3 people I know he healed. Now the 4th guy comes Shabbat, tapata chuppah. Can I go quickly to the rabbi? I know if he's going to write something, he's going to get up. Can I go to him or no?
Yes.
I'm allowed to.
Hazaka.
What if I don't know the rabbi? But I know that he wrote one time thing. This thing helped already 3 times to people.
That's good.
He didn't write it 3 times. He wrote it 1 time. But you give it to this guy, he had an issue solved.
Good.
You give it to the next guy, he had the same issue solved.
Good.
Now on Shabbat, that rabbi who is asked on the 4th time, Napishi, can you do that or no?
Really second
Says
time.
Halacha, no. 3 times it was passed down.
No, but it wasn't written. It was written
Right,
once.
written once. Yeah. Written once. Now the rabbi is being asked, write it 2nd time.
No, you're not
I
allowed.
know I have friends in Australia. I know that whenever you went to Australia, you wrote it over there. 3 times you helped people.
3 times, it's okay.
He didn't write it 3 times. He wrote it 1 time. But that kamea that he wrote helped 3 times the people.
Okay.
So there's already chazakah
That's good.
that the kamea that he wrote works.
Right, because it's
The
here,
good luck charm
Because-
that he wrote, rabotei.
because here it says that if it works, it doesn't say if he writes 3 times. It says if it works.
So
3
look at the
times.
answer.
Yeah, if it works 3 times, it says.
And the answer?
Yeah.
It is prohibited to write a good luck charm on Shabbat unless it's proven 3 times to work.
No.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean written. So if it's even written 1 time, if it works 3 times, it's good. That's it. Then the 4th time, if he doesn't have it, then he can write it. No problem.
Yeah, okay. So you're saying it's not elaborated well?
No, it's good.
It's
no,
good.
I'm saying it's good
Is
because
there a difference? No, is there a difference between a guy writing 3 times or 1 time and for 3 times? Is it the same thing?
Yeah.
Allah for 3 times, you're saying?
Let's say I give you an example. Let's say right now this rabbi wrote a kamea. It helped 2 times to people. Can you on Shabbat the 3rd time? Can you come and ask him to write on Shabbat?
No.
Pikuach nefesh. You cannot break Shabbat. Maybe it's not going to work. You're taking the risk of maybe it's not going to work and you're going to make halal Shabbat. If it's not going to work, you broke Shabbat.
So it has to be that 3 times worked and none of the times never ever
Failed.
didn't work.
Right.
Okay.
You have to
3
have
times in a
chazakah.
row. 3 times in a row, hazakah.
3 times in a row, the kamea he wrote, 100% works. There's abotai powers in certain people. They have powers. Not everybody has the powers. I would tell you, majority of them don't have powers. But some people do have powers. There is a famous story about Rabbi Mordechai Sharabi, in Eretz Israel. Rabbi Ovadia Yosef learned Kabbalah by him. He used to come to him privately, he used to teach him Kabbalah. Rabbi Ovadia Yosef used to learn by him Kabbalah. He was a Yemen rabbi. They say about him that before he passed away, he wrote a certain kamea. Any person that has this kamea on him, I don't know for how long you have to have it, his problems, health issues, solved. Неважно, что это, cancer, booty, problem with breathing, problem with whatever, healed. Any person. This kamea goes around the world. I don't know who has the least, but I heard about this case. Wow. That is a proven kamea. Let's say right now, this rabbi passed away not too long ago. Let's say this rabbi would be alive on Shabbat. Can people go to him in Yerushalayim and tell him, Rabbi, we need you to write kamea? 100%. Yes. Says Halakha, yes. There was one time, Halakha says yes, he's a proven person that he knows how to do that.
He's like a doctor.
The story says about Pesach, there was one time, Rabbeinu Kolonimus, that one time the Christians always tried to do janganos, all the time. Make the king janganos against the Jewish people. All the time, make balagan. The churches always try to find ways how to make the kings upset against the Jews. Baruch Haba, against the Jews. That's always in history.
Snitching on the Jews.
What did they do one time? Baruch Haba Etar Bechor. What did they do? One time, the story says, they caught a Christian boy. They shecht him.
Who called?
The church. Catching a Christian boy. They want to make balagan. They're shechting him. They throw his body in the synagogue.
Yeah, he wake up and said, this guy killed.
Hold on. They said that the Jews make matzot. All the brown parts of the matzah is the blood of the Christians.
Right.
They kill before that. Before Pesach, they kill. They take the blood and they spread it on their matzot. The blood of the Christians. The story says that this story happened one time with Rabbi Kolonimus, B'la'adeh Chacham. This rabbi, they wanted to put a verdict against all the Jewish people on Shabbat, all of them going to die.
Wow.
They came to Rabbi Kolonimus at the Bula Shabbat. The rabbi takes kulmus, writes on a cloth, kamea, and he puts it on a child that was shechted. Shechted. Allahu Akbar gufta, shechted. Puts it in his mouth. The child gets up, and he asking, "Who killed you? Tell right now in front of the king."
Ooh.
He said, "The Pope and all these people, they killed me." Like this, all the Jews were saved. Now, question on Shabbat: is it allowed or no?
Of course, he's saving all the Jews.
So, if that rabbi was a proven rabbi, he can break Shabbat.
Yeah,
But if he takes a risk, maybe not. You broke Shabbat for no reason. So you end up dying because you didn't get up that child if he wouldn't work. And he would end up also break Shabbat. So he was Halal Shabbat in the end, and he also died in the end. So he lost Olam Hazeh and Olam Haba. But Baruch Hashem, this rabbi knew Halakha. He's a Rishonim. And he wrote the Kamea, the good luck charm. He wrote on Shabbat because he knew what he's doing. And he guaranteed that it's going to work. And they made it work at the end, and all the Jewish people were saved.
Let's say it was his first time, and he knows it's going to work.
No, cannot. Because either the Kamea has to be, this Kamea works, this kind of words, combination, names, whatever it is, kavanot, or the person knows. He's already baki. 3 times makes you baki, makes you a master. If you're not a master, you cannot break Shabbat for writing anything on Shabbat.
You saying he put it on his tongue?
Put it in his tongue and start talking.
That's good.
I don't know exactly the details. They didn't send me graphic pictures, but that's what the story says. Maybe Bechor will teach you. Bechor said after you wear 4th tefillin, you can make miracles already.
So far he's doing terrible.
No, ni dai boch, ni pranas kazan. No, Bechor, we have to continue. Shh. As far as Shabbat laws, is it biblically prohibited to be dressed with prohibited things, such as cash or other muktzah items in the public domain? or since one wears it, it's not biblically prohibited. Do you know, Rabotai, on Shabbat, you're not allowed to carry. If there is no eruv, not allowed to carry. Now, if there is a street that there is 600,000 people pass there every day, there is no such a thing. But let's say if there would be,
Public.
then maybe in China there is. Then it's 16 amot wide, which is 8 meters. This by halacha considered to be public domain by Torah. If before you end up in China for some reason, 600,000 people
A day.
a day. And according to all opinions, it should be walking people, not driving by cars.
Only Times Square.
600,000?
Nah.
Could be.
Millions of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, there.
24/7.
In one street, Meir.
Times Square.
Not in the neighborhood.
Also in the train stations.
If you guys bring me as a proof, there'll be a big thing for there is one rabbi in Brooklyn. You guys don't have the same pressure as we over there over here as they have over there. Over there, Rabotai, there's a lot of rabbinic power and authority and a lot of, I say, control over the people. In Brooklyn, they don't allow to make eruv. Many of the sectors over there, Sephardim over there, Syrians over there, and Ashkenazim over there, many of them don't allow to carry on Shabbat.
Why?
They say this eruv need kavoteta. This is not going to help. Why? Because in Brooklyn there is public domain, and this eruv only works when there is no public domain from the Torah. Now in Brooklyn they said there is public domain. One rabbi wanted to put an end to it. There's a big. If they see you on Shabbat, baby carriage on Shabbat, tomorrow your children out of the school.
Wow.
You mechalel Shabbat. You cannot be mashgiach in the restaurant. You can, eruv, yes, eruv.
Cherem karosh.
Et eruv gav bekor. That's what they say. Certain people very strict on Shabbat. All the kids inside the house. Nobody is allowed to be babies. Everybody inside. Nobody is allowed to carry the baby carriage. If they see baby carriage, как будто свинью Йом Кипур кушаешь там. Brooklyn. I'm not talking about Bnei Brak. I'm talking about Brooklyn. They're extra machmirim.
It was like that.
That's how. No, that's how it is.
It still is?
Flatbush places.
Flatbush
My
doesn't
friend
even
lives over
have.
there. Tells me if somebody sees you with a baby carriage on Shabbat, they look at you like you fell from the moon, like you're kissing a goya in the middle
Flatbush
of.
doesn't have, Rabbi.
Huh?
770
They don't have a roof. You see, Chabad also don't have a
Flatbush
roof.
doesn't have a roof.
They have a roof, but it's not the oraita level.
My cousin lived there. He said there's
It's
no
a
roof.
sneak. That's what they tell them. They tell them there is no roof. But there is a roof. But there is a roof that it is not according to the Torah level. It's not according to Rabbanan level. So now, Bechor, let's say a person does not carry the thing. Let's say he dressed up with these things. By
carrying
dressing
them
up
him.
and carrying, it's also considered to be Torah
No.
violation or no?
Rabbinic.
What do you mean dressing up?
He's dressing up with the thing.
It's rabbinic. It's rabbinic.
Huh?
What thing?
Whatever it is. Let's say what example I gave her.
Take a key and put it in your belt.
Let's say number 4.
Зонтик взял на себя повесил.
Yeah.
Radbaz wrote that wearing anything that does not count as a typical clothing in the public domain is only rabbinically prohibited because it's being carried b'shinui, abnormally. A person dressing up, he has clothing that let's say example, a person right now wants to carry a towel, right? He wants to go to the mikveh, Shabbat morning, and the mikveh doesn't have towels. He wants to put a towel on his shoulder and go. What? His towel is closed? No. He said, it's my scarf. Scarf? 100 degrees outside scarf? It's not normal. But it's my scarf. It's my scarf. So this, by halacha, it breaks the Shabbat. If there is no eruv, Shoras Gavriu, no eruv, not Ashkenaz is far, no eruv apshe. Does it break Shabbat on Torah level or the Rabbanan level?
The Rabbanon.
Radbaz says it's only the Rabbanan. Why? At the end of the day, he wore it. So he's carrying it. He's carrying Beshinui. Who carries towels by going like this thing? It's not a normal thing. Another person wants to, let's say, I don't know, move a basket somewhere. Basket. Karzina. So he puts it on his head and he says, this is my hat.
You show.
Да.
Yeah, those days was like this.
Сегодня все можно. You show.
Да. This Alin, Bechor.
Alain.
He breaks Shabbat on Torah level or the Rabbanan level?
Rabbanan.
So Radbaz says it's the Rabbanan level. Why? Because who is going to carry a basket like this in the middle of the street? It's not normal. It's abnormal.
Only Eileen.
Only עליהם.
עולה עליהם פטרוסק.
Okay? Let's see number 5.
I'm not getting the
What is the rule generally when we have a doubt in the Talmud Bavli and a certain, okay, number 6. If, I just want to finish that section, if alternative medicine proved itself 3 times, would it then be equal halachically to a good luck charm that was written by an expert? And could it be made on Shabbat?
What's the difference?
If the alternative medicine proved itself 3 times,
Same thing.
it counts as a good luck charm that was written by an expert, and we can rely on the Ramban and on the Rashba, and allow even to write it on Shabbat. And the case of Rabbi Matya ben Harash is different since it is not proven remedy. It's not a proven remedy. So it says, what if a person would have a remedy that the doctors didn't approve it?
But it worked 3 times.
But I know personally 3 times it helped to people.
That's it.
But Bechor, it has to do with something not allowed. Example, pig. I know if you take the nose of the pig, person has problems with asthma, if the nose of the pig is big, it makes your earthways no problem. 3 people that chokes in the middle of the night, or they ate this 3 times the pig of the nose of the pig, und ich nose of the pig style, Baruch Hashem. Became Baruch Hashem very good breeding people. The nighttime they don't get choked, akol beseder. Just an example, yeah? Can these people eat this pig nose or no? If you go to the doctor, my relative has breathing issues. In the middle of the night, he chokes.
My relative is a pig.
He can die. Listen, doctor, somebody told me if you eat the nose of the pig, no problem. Everything gets open like the nose of the pig becomes.
You're going to say no.
Doctor, are you approving it?
No.
I said, we don't have any studies about it. No, any school did anything about it. We cannot give you any answer. I'm not vouching for it.
It was proven 3 times.
Doctor, thank you so much. Have a nice day. Rabbi Bechor, Munki or Munkines? Oh, why? The doctor said, I don't know.
A doctor doesn't have experience, doctor doesn't have Torah.
So Bechor says, do you have a proof that it helped 3 people?
Yes.
I said, yes, I have a proof. Be'emet I have a proof.
It's good. Good to go.
Go ahead and enjoy that, says Ovadia. According to the Ramban and the Rashba, it's kasher. But listen, Rambam says not kasher. Only what medical says it's kasher. If it's not medical proven, it's not allowed. Says we follow Rashba and Ramban opinion. That if it is proven 3 times, even though medical doesn't approve it, we have no issue. 100% allowed. This Rabotai is very important because sometimes, especially our Bukharian people, bring some remedies from Bukhara, from Tashkent, from Uzbekistan. Oh, я слышал, если это будешь покушать, у тебя баба, это бубум, всякие, you know, and you ask the doctors, they say, we don't know these things. Now you find out, Bechor, that these things are not kosher things. These come from halal meat or from different type of sources. Can you eat this or no?
But is that considered?
If there is life risk, pikuach nefesh, or safek, maybe pikuach nefesh, and this remedy proved 3 times itself, you as a Yehudi will be allowed to eat this halal meat, will be allowed to eat this prohibited thing, even though Torah says not allowed.
Yes.
Because it proved itself 3 times. Okay, let's go to the words of the Zohar HaKadosh.
Why Rabbanim make
Emunat HaTosha knows of the pig.
Rabbi, why Rabbanim make a life very hard? Shabbat, you enjoying. How you cannot take your baby? You enjoying.
Very guided.
Without baby.
Wow, over there.
Yeah.
That's why you have to move to Queens. We don't give you a hard time. Continue.
But if it's 600 people, 1,000 people per Elbaz, then it's all right, then they're doing the right thing.
Go prove it. There is no. I want to tell you. So this rabbi who cut me off in the middle.
Margalit, what is it called?
There is one rabbi. He said, I have to put an end to it. He pays one guy, one of his Hasidim. You sit here, Ocean Parkway, from the morning till the evening. Count how many cars pass by. He said he got to 160, 170, more or less 1,000 per day. Per day, cars. So Rabbi Tzchak Yosef said, let's say he was wrong. Let's say he fell asleep a little bit all day to look at cars. No, not simple. Let's say he was wrong. Let's say it was Subemet 200,000, 300,000, 500,000. How wrong a person could be. Not so bad, huh? It's not going to be 600,000. And also he said that 600,000, it's not by cars. We have to have 600,000 walking by feet. By feet. So that's why he says that it's wrong that they don't allow this eruv. They're supposed to put a eruv over there, but some people follow here. Rabbi Tzchak Yosef, other people don't.
Most likely nobody did the regular Shabbat Hillel.
On Torah level.
Yeah.
Right. By carrying?
Yeah.
Nachon? Because they're very hard to find a place that there is the Oraita public domain. Tamidim.
What is it called, Rabbi, when it's
Carmelit.
Carmel.
Ni Margalit, yeah? Carmelit. Okay? We're not going to have time for Zohar. You asked a lot of questions.
Zohar.
We have to do the Shalom Bayit thing. Here, Shalom Bayit is already.
Zohar is more important than Shalom.
Chas v'shalom.
No, it's not.
Chas v'shalom. You have to change the terminology.
Everybody has Shalom
מה, יש עוד זמן, מה הבעיה?
Everybody has Shalom.
אתמול עשית 5
Whatever Rabbi says, not by now. Sure.
Everybody has Shalom here. It's okay.
Okay, well, 2 words of the Zohar, נו. מה אמר מכת עירוב, ובו מבואר שמכה זו באה לערבב ולבלבל את חוכמת מצרים החיצונה. I told you, the rule is, the more questions, the less coverage.
No question.
That's when we are like insurance company. The more questions, less coverage. Yes, נכון or no? That's why always listen and then ask the questions at the end, because many of your questions are going to be answered later. Says the Zohar Ma'amar Makat Arov. Now we're talking about, we already learned Dam, Tzfardea, frogs, Kinim, lice. What's where he came from?
Arov.
Now we're talking about the fourth one, Makat Arov.
Wild animals, right?
בו מבואר שהמכה זו באה לערבב ולבלבל את חוכמת מצרים החיצונה. Says the Zohar that this Makkah Hashem brought in order to confuse all the Egyptian wisdoms. Why? שבה היו משתמשים בכשפיהם לערבב את הכוחות העליונים.
But what's that, Makkah?
מכת עירוב? Sorry, the mixture of the animals. The Zohar says that with this Makkah, wild animals, yeah, they got all mixed. שהקדוש ברוך הוא שינה את סדרי מלאכים מעלה, כדי שלא יוכלו המצרים להשביעם ולפעול בכשפיהם. ערוב כי היי גבנה דחוכמת דלהון ולא יכלין להתאבקה. ולא עוד אלא אפילו דהני תשתכחו בהרעה מחבלון לון, בהרעה ומחבלה לא חיו. ערוב, מה ערוב? ערבוביה. Why is called ערוב? From the word לערב, לערבב. In Hebrew לערבב means to mix up. כמה דעת אמר ובגד כליים. צמר ופשתים יחדיו, שדך לא תזרק כליים. The Zohar says, בגד, צמר ופשתים. Torah says you're not allowed to mix linen together with wool. So if a person, God forbid, mixes it up, it's considered to be arov. He's mixing up. There is rules for tzemer, there is rules for linen. You put it together, Hashem Yerachem. This is considered to be makat arov. You put it together. Says the Zohar that whenever the Egyptians wanted to make a certain kishufim, they needed to have the power, let's say right now, of the lion. And want to have the power of the sheep. The power, every one of the animals has their powers upstairs. Malachim nazabaytza. So when the Egyptians wanted to make a certain curse, a certain kishuf, they always knew the code, how to make this malach work for you. How to make that malach work for you. So now they wanted to take those powers and go against the Jewish people. What HaKadosh Baruch Hu did, he says, besides the fact that what suddenly a lion is doing next to your house? He says the malach that is in charge of the sheep got mixed with the malach that is in charge of the lion. So sheep supposed to be next to the lion, achon? So the malach tells the lion, go, you're supposed to be over there. Where's the sheep? The sheep became in the field, in the middle of the field. Everything became kasha malasha. The wild animals is next to people. The regular domestic animals are outside, away from the people. So what's the reason Hashem did it? He says, because the Egyptians wanted to mix up the malachim in order to take it against the Jewish people. So they make a code right now. Code to the malach of the lion. And who they get? The malach of the sheep. You say, no, that's not going to work. We need this type of malach. We need that of malach. Hashem said, you thinking you're going to use my creation against my Jewish people?
Sounds like that.
I'm going to mix up, exactly. Mix up all the angels in Shamayim. I switch their jobs. The malach of the lion is going to be the malach of the sheep. The malach of the sheep is going to be the malach of the bird. The malach of the bird is going to be the malach of the birds. And like this, he made up a whole balagan. It says, because Hashem made balagan in Shamayim with all the malachim, all the animals, which is a reflection in Olam Hazeh from Olam Haba. That's any time you want to change something in Olam Hazeh, Bechor. The answer is change yourself in the Olam Haba, in the spiritual world. You want to have an improvement in something? Change your spiritual world. Physical world, not going to be able to change anything. Даже to do мешвот, я пошел, поговорил, I made the deal, I made the money, I made this, I made that, you made it here, you lose it there. Because whatever destined is over there is not whatever is over here. You have to constantly remember that. That's a person have to pray, Shacharit, Mincha, Arvi, Tehillim, Bodedu, talk to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, in order to change your gezerot upstairs. When you change the decrees upstairs, then no matter where you're going to go, you're going to make the money. No matter what doctor you're going to go, you're going to get healed. No matter what house you're going to buy, you're going to be successful in that. Because you always, your decree from there is bracha, mazal on that person. And when a person doesn't have this bracha, mazal, thinking, all these type of things that a person thinks, my powers are going to make it, says HaKadosh Baruch Hu, it's not your powers, it's the spiritual powers. The spiritual powers gives the real power to this world, which is the reflection of the upper worlds. That's how Bechor John, Shacharit, Mincha, Arvit, Tehillim, talking to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, it's so important that when a person does that, he's able to change his decrees in the Shamayim and have a better world, a better life down on this world. Baruch Adonai La'olam. Amen ve'amen.
Сейчас можете так и спать.